Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode the first episode of Final Fantasy XIV Defenders of Eorzea. We are on 2.3. Nice. Only three more. This is the halfway point of the patch quest. Nice. And I think this was the shortest patch of them all. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. And yeah, let's talk to Mephilia over here. See what she has to say. The Great Divide. Our friends, the very Isle itself, the students of Drazor just got nuked, so hey. They got the field agents, but that's about it. The island is kaput, boom, gone. And we're never gonna see it in this game. Nice. I love it when they destroy stuff off screen. Anyway. Everyone and everything. No. It avails not to speculate. Eorzea will send word if there are any development. Until such time as it does, we must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I will speak of a different matter, one closer to home. It concerns etheric fluctuation, which we have previously attributed to good King Mugglemug XII. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Yet all is not well in Drazor. Our latest readings reveal ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. They may even suggest a presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Azilla, I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. What is the matter? What manner of problem? A band of refugees hailing from Ul'dha this time have come to Realm of the Toad seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave Domans. At present, they are in the seventh heaven, awaiting formal response. I see. Mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Azilla, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. Your opinions are duly noted, but I will hear their suit. Drazor, I shall be grateful for your presence at this meeting. Okay. Let's go then. Let's have a talk with these refugees. Do they want handouts? Then get the fuck out of here. Ain't no handouts, eh? I'll apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Mephilia, and I lead Science of the Seventh Dawn. 12 we praise, it is you. We're ready and willing to work, same as Domans. Just give us a task and we'll see it done. Pray calm yourself. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I am not of your situation. Beg your pardon, Anderson. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off scrapes of Ul'dha for years now. trying to piece together a life to replace that one what God took. They say this work, but does not for honest man, nor does wound sully his soul sooner than his forms. Any road, the flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And only getting worse when calamity brought us to our knees. Those witch bastards, they didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where, and then it came to me, Revenant's Toll. I mean, you took them foreigners, didn't you? So you surely do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it is true that I accepted the Doman's petition for aid, that decision was a product of an extraordinary circumstance. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity, and so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. But with nowhere to go, you're turning your back on us. If I might have a word, Drazor is what a mess. Ill tidings from Ul'dha, my lady. Alphonse has been wounded. What? How? Is it serious? I can't say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells. None of the blades have an excuse. The rhinos up and kill anyone who tries to resist. But doesn't please, if you won't help us build a new race, at least help us keep the ones we got. My lady, we are not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more about the circumstance surrounding this riot, I'm not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can it be so blind? Find Alphonse quickly. If he is in danger or worse, I would have you and none other by your side. Yes, this man's servant. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with matters we were discussing earlier. You don't probably will see to it. Alphonse has been treated at the hourglass. Hurry, Drazor. Okay. Let's go to Ul'dha then. Back to Ul'dha. Oh yeah, something I'm gonna do is go to... I'm gonna get my upgrade. Since it's pugilist, there you go. Let me actually look this up. Oh yeah, that's the... Beep 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 beep. Let's see. That is... okay. So I can buy with revenge tokens. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up once I'm in Madonna again. Adventure skill. Because adrenaline, yeah, no. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well.
Thank you for just...
Ul'dha, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dha is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dhan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity?
Bottom of the bottom.
Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dhan way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor.
Yeah, but...
Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight.
Yeah, you don't say.
This has prompted more and more Ul'dhans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest, nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
You need to give them a purpose. Get them to work. As I told before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur, given the rising tension within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good! Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Rauban has to say upon the matter. Okay. Let's go then. Since I'm just running around in the city, I'll take the movement. Now is not a good time, Drazor. My hands are full dealing with whatever. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alphino, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your surgeons. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation. Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the rest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalan. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They are damnably elusive. I can well imagine, given that a majority of refugees live outside the walls. It stands to reason that they will know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. And as such equipment is costly. None can deny the tension between the Ul'dha citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away, but would that motivating starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single guild to spend, who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they will sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well, my point, General, is that this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion and no, order must be restored. That is my duty. Until it's done, an investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will return anon. The general is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim without the necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarist would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Racer. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at the request of such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. Yes, my silver... all the words I speak. All of them. All the words. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can group and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Look as though you have something to say, Drazor, do you? Well, you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into wrong hands, the lives of countless souls will be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in the words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well, the Brass Blade have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to a recent event, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the blades posted there. Let's go there then. With a wind of Moogle. Oh yeah. Since you got the axe, why not? Boom. Why not? I went the wrong way. Nice. Somebody have the XIV mount. Nice. Here it is. Lost hope. Oh, what brings you to an adventure? A search for refugees. Well done, you've come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people in Eorzea come to accept the situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, but like that merchant who passed through recently, Gregor's fellow, but awfully opinionated, can't say I was sad to see him go. My friend was a sultanate, Ivy. I take this means someone has read my report. Refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return, and I am crazily concerned that Sasavaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest idea what I'm talking about, do you? Never speak with Sasavaka. Never mind, speak with Sasavaka. He will explain everything. Okay. Let's have a talk with this Sasavaka, whatever. Dude. Yeah. That dude. Don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. I know your face. Are you not a man from Church Saint Ladama? 1,000 pardons, my friend. I mistook you for one of the thugs who have been tormenting us. If Lothric bid you speak with me, then I take you agreed to help. 'Twill be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under a fanatic spell, but not I. Promise of revolution of holding ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. Childish fantasies. The sad part is like, they are the refugees. So the people already there, they don't owe you shit because you going to their land and asking for shit. And when you ask other people for help, you need to ask really nicely. Anyway, I did everything I could to dissuade others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now the one of our idealists has returned. However, the madness of the merchant plan is plain for all to see. Look behind you on the tent, and you understand why. Even though he babbles incoherently, so traumatized I see, but the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I get my little sense of his words, beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I have no doubt that merchant will lead the remainder to the doom. I beg of you, find him before he does. What are you doing? Don't draw. Why didn't you run away with me? We could escape together. Don't be here with me. Be here to suit me. Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? Don't worry, it's fine. Big hug. Why you? What do you want? It's true, I thought merchant made a god strike me down for my folly. What will not give you mistake? He said, when we asked how, he revealed a catch of weapon he had brought, and imploded us to seize control of our fate. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into 2 groups, sent us off on our own. But when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing and fighting. They were also fighting, and flames were shouting and give no quarter. And oh god, that's the other group. They're still out there. If you don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. The others refugees are hiding in the caves south of Loso. But to approach them would be fruitless. They will soon call us agents of the Sultanate and try to kill us than listen to reason. Why, the twins might even deign to be to the deed themselves. Our pox on our bloody sellswords. They're supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. Oh, if only he never listened to Emma's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though, if they're forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show my brethren that the strongest warriors are no match for one man. Now then they will agree to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. Oof. That's rough, man. But the sad part is that these are riding in other people's land, which is actually really sad. So how's the founders? Everyone, grab a gear. Make for Renner's point. So that's the game. Sorry to disappoint you, lad. We're more willing to kill it, ourselves. Boom. Oh, I forgot. Boom. Armed refugee. Why do you pick up arms? Why? It's not even to defend yourself. You're the aggressor. I think these Aluminians are kinda stupid, to be honest. Being lucky was nothing. Oh my, what are you gonna do now? Stop it. We heal, alright? We heal, that's why I want to eat it. So go away and leave us be. Should just done that to start with. Giving me trouble. Ugh, I can't jump over that. Really? Really? It's fine. you returned. Did you find my brethren? What of the twins? What happened? I see, well, you had no choice. Better that than a handful of them take a beating from you than a lot of get butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when it was over? Huh? But what else would he be? Unless he went to Stone Throw to recruit others. As I recall, he wished to approach the refugees there as well, was waiting until flames withdrew the forces from the vicinity. Now there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. How many must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him, convince him to cease this mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin.